Hi, and welcome to our proficiency-based Spanish curriculum at Field School. We offer Spanish grades 6, 7, and 8, and we are a proficiency-based curriculum. What does that mean? You might notice the picture of the kids riding a unicycle. What we do with our students is sort of like teaching them to ride a unicycle. We don't teach them about the parts of the unicycle or history of the unicycle. We teach them how to get on it and ride. We want our students to be able to communicate, even if it's just a little bit from day one. Each day we strive to meet the goal of speaking in Spanish in class for 90% of the time. That is a goal that we hope to achieve, both teacher and student. You may still be wondering what exactly is language proficiency. We follow the guidelines offered by ACTFL, and we believe that proficiency reflects what a student can do with language in terms of speaking, writing, listening, and reading in real-world situations that are spontaneous and unrehearsed. To put it simply, proficiency is not what you know about the language, but what you can do with it. There are 4 levels of proficiency. In front of you is the Mayan pyramid Chichen Itza, located in Mexico. This pyramid also helps us to understand the proficiency pyramid. The majority of our students come to us in 6th grade at a novice low level. They can really only use words to communicate, simple one-word phrases. As they move up the pyramid, they can start using lists and longer phrases, even some sentences. And our goal is to help them reach the novice high level, which has them using sentences on a regular basis to ask and answer questions mostly about themselves. In our classes, we focus on building proficiency in the 3 modes of communication. Interpersonal communication is person to person. Presentational is one way from the presenter to an audience. And interpretive is also one-way communication, but it's receptive. The student might be listening, reading, or viewing material in Spanish and trying to interpret. We have 4 main topics that we explore across all 3 grade levels. We focus on a different topic each quarter, but the topics are the same each year. We just take them a little deeper each time. We learn about identity, talking about who we are, what describes us, what are our interests, how do we spend our time. We learn about community and family, well-being and health, how to live a healthy lifestyle, and school life and free time, and how to balance all of that. Within those topics, we are able to offer the students the opportunity to learn a variety of grammatical structures while still focusing on the communication piece. Here you see the breakdown on how your student will earn his or her Spanish class grade. You can see that 70% of their grade is based on their assessments. We have assessments in the various modes of communication, presentational, interpersonal, and interpretive, and we believe that the majority of their grades should reflect exactly what they know and are able to do with the language. We also offer participation as a grade, but it's not traditional participation like how many times you raise your hand in class, but the variety of activities that we do during a class period. We want everybody to understand that everything that we do has a purpose and it all counts for something. So these things might be warm-ups, classroom questions on Google Classroom, general in-class work, exit slips, etc. We also do have quizzes. We call them skill checks. They may be vocabulary quizzes, grammar quizzes, or other informal assessments. And finally, homework. We don't give homework every single night, at least not written, but there is an expectation that students are studying vocabulary nightly. And when there is written homework, please know that it is important to be completed. We don't give homework just to waste time. It is only 5% of the grade, but all written homework will eventually lead to an assessment. Your student needs the following materials to come to class each day: A charged Chromebook. We use it a lot. Something to write with, something to write on, and an orange Spanish folder to keep those materials. Finally, we really recommend that your student have a set of earbuds or headphones, perhaps a spare set that they can keep in their computer bag at all times, since we do several listening activities in class. Here are a few of the resources that we use in our classes. The most important one, Google Classroom, is where we post our daily assignments, warm-ups, activities, and homework. We post quiz dates, test dates, etc., and we use it as our textbook. Under the About page on the Classroom site, you can find lots of materials that we have curated for your students since we don't use a textbook. We discourage your students from using online translators such as Google. However, if your student needs a dictionary, we do allow them and recommend that they stick with wordreference.com, a wonderful online language dictionary resource. When students are studying vocabulary, we post all of our vocabulary lists on Quizlet. Your students should be very familiar with this by now, and you can ask them to show it to you. We would love them to be studying nightly. Finally, if you're looking for some enrichment, a little extra practice, you can check out Duolingo. It's an app as well as a website, and it's free. And did you know you could learn almost any language on Duolingo? But nothing takes place of the classroom. Thank you for taking the time to check out our presentation. We hope we've answered any questions you may have regarding your students' experience in foreign language here at Field Middle School. If you have any questions, please never hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher. Thank you. Y habla español.